Hello, this is Veronica from Women Don't Lie. Here are my thoughts about Zoe Saldana playing Nina Simone. Not like everybody else who's halfway decent, you don't want to start bashing people when you disagree, and you want to go ahead and give positive attributes of that person. With that said, I do like Zoe Saldana. I think she's a beautiful young woman, very pretty, and I've seen her in a couple of movies, which I happen to like. I did like Colombiana. I didn't think she could bring it with the action, but she did. I liked it a lot. I loved Avatar. I'm a sci-fi geek and I love movies like that. And I like Guardian of the Galaxy. I thought she did a marvelous job in all of them. Now, these are all kind of sci-fi movies except for Colombiana. And the character can be anything you make it. It's not really based on anything that's out of truth. It's just out of your imagination. And you could take that with sci-fi and run wild with it. However, characters based in truth, especially characters that mean a lot to a certain people or belong to a certain movement, you have to be very careful to get them right. If you don't get them right, it can offend a generation of people who will not like it. Getting it right also means getting the look right, especially if the character's pain came from the way the person looked. Nina Simone was an activist, a civil rights leader, so to speak. And a lot of who she was based on the fact of how she looked, and she wouldn't change her look to fit into white society. She had thick lips, she had a broad nose, she was dark skinned, and she wore her hair naturally. And the whole point was she was unapologetic for it, which caused some pain in her life. She, like many dark skinned women and many black women, are not going to apologize to you because of the way they look and the way God chose to make them. And because of that, they get beat up on all the time. Just pull up black woman on any YouTube channel and you will see an attack on black women that's unprecedented. Why the need to beat up on a race of women that God made with certain features? I don't know. My guess is that it makes you feel better about yourself or you have some type of self-hate. But that's a different topic. We're talking about Zoe Saldana playing Nina Simone. For me, she didn't have the look, and yes, the black face was quite offensive. If someone had more of her features that played the part, I think it would have been more believable. What they did was make the character, I'm sorry, Nina Simone is not a character, they made the person unreal when they put her in blackface. You made her a caricature. That's going to be a problem to the movement. There are so many women with real features that Nina Simone had that knows her pain, been through it. Even black women. Okay, she didn't have to be particularly dark skinned. Maybe she could have been a brown skinned woman. Maybe she could have been a light skinned woman that would have played her without the black face, and she was such a good actress and made it believable. All of those are a possibility. But an actress who have European features, in my opinion, I mean, you could tell that Zoe Saldana is black, but she has more European kind of features. She doesn't have the broad nose or the thicker lips, and she doesn't have to apologize for that. She looks the way she looks. She's beautiful, and no one is beating up on her looks. But she's not Nina Simone. She doesn't have that look. And that was very important to the movement because Nina felt a lot of pain because of the way she looked. That cannot be erased away with blackface. So in that regard, I think the people who cast her were insensitive. My guess is they probably were white, and that's the problem with Hollywood today, not understanding the black plight or the black movement and how we feel as a people about certain areas and topics and subjects. But had they talked to any historical black woman or person who studies black history, got the opinion of some experts, they would have known that wasn't a good fit. I don't think the black community is beating up on Zoe Saldana. They're just saying she wasn't a good fit or good look. Let's be honest. She just wasn't a good look for the part. I personally would have preferred to see a dark-skinned sister whose features were just a tad bit more truer to Nina Simone. And I'm a light-skinned black woman. So I'm not a dark-skinned black woman, and you can't yell, well, you're just hating on light-skinned people or whatever. The truth is the truth, people. I think what it's saying is when you take away those features from Nina Simone, you're kind of saying that dark-skinned women may not have a little bit more pain in them because of their dark features. I do believe that dark skinned women are beat up on a little bit more than any other woman on the face of the planet, simply because of their dark skin. I think light skinned black women do get beat up on. They're still black. I'm not taking that away from them. I'm black. I know that we get beat up on, but we don't face that extra scrutiny that we're teased about in our own community for having dark skin. At least I've never been beat up on for having dark skin. But I have seen where jokes and other things at their expense have been done because of their dark skin. And that's why I think they should have been true to Nina experiences. Everything that shaped her, molded her, made her what she was, every song that she sung with all the pain and everything had a lot to do with her as a black woman and a dark skinned black woman. You know, we really have to take our image back from Hollywood. I've never seen where they ever get it right. They mess it up each and every time. They don't understand the black plight, or they don't want to understand the black plight. Because to me, it's not that hard to know that if you cast, I'm sorry, if you're going to do a movie about Nina Simone, the type of woman you need to cast for her. And, you know, I'm not really sure if they don't understand, because when you need a certain woman, a white woman, for a certain look, you give her that look. You'll dye her hair blonde, you'll dye her hair brown, you'll do prosthetics and all that kind of stuff, and you do it right so that they fit that woman. Remember Eileen Arnold's the first serial killer woman, Charlene Theron, who's beautiful, played her, and they made her to look just like this woman. They took all that glamour out of Charlize. So if you wanted to do it, I think you could have done it right. I just think Zoe Saldana looked very sloppy as Nina Simone, and that was the problem. The look was not authentic. Shoot, let's face it, a drag queen could have done better makeup for Zoe than what Hollywood did for her for Nina Simone. And with that said, I know it must be hard on Zoe Saldana. I hope she doesn't think the community is attacking her. But she did take the role, and I think she knew a little bit, at least, that the role may not have been right for her. But kudos for you for thinking about it, taking it, and trying to go ahead and make it happen. I just don't think it worked. Now, I didn't see the movie, so I can't talk about her acting. I'm just talking about her look. And I didn't think it was a great look. But I wish Zoe Saldana the best in Hollywood. I think she is a good actress. I think she'll get more roles. I don't think this is going to hurt her too bad. I think she should acknowledge it and be truthful to the black community and understand what they're saying. And just say, you know, I thought I could do it. I wanted to do the best role. Look at it for acting. Don't look at it for that. The film is made. You know, support me. Let me support you. All that kind of stuff. But don't make excuses for it. It was a bad casting call, and I think she knows that. Nina is an icon. She's a legend, and she should be represented correctly in Hollywood. Even with the looks, she should be represented correctly. She went through too much to be played as a caricature. With that, Zoe Saldana, you're a young girl. We live and learn. We all make mistakes. It happens. God knows I got a history of making mistakes that I would not make today because I know better. So as we learn, we learn. And with that, have a good day.